look what those did to me. Playtime's over.
I show you that playtime is over. I let the games begin, salute me soldier. Now I'm the captain, and all I do is win. Ball for ball, you know I'm the champion. I show you that playtime is over. I let the games begin, salute me soldier. Now I'm the captain, and all I do is win. Ball for ball, you know I'm the champion. Hi, Lib.
Man, look at this. Look at this.
I love it when a plan comes together.
I mean, hey, we tried it. Look at, I got like I got the little setup. I got the little microphone.
Yeah, it's cute.
That's why we're 5 minutes late, because I'll be on my not only my stoner time, but I was like trying to figure out how does this thing work.
I talked to you several times today.
Listen, man, that doesn't mean it was gonna. It doesn't mean it was gonna help, man. It even has my little tester name. It says Doobie on there. That's my little tester thing on StreamYard. I have 100 different tests on here. And
you've just been running tests all day.
I've been running tests all day. Well, I've been on the phone with tech support all day, and then I find out that my I'm so mad that I can't get this fucking webcam to work. And I'm pissed off, and I call Apple like, what's the matter with your products? And the guy's like, yeah, you're running a system from like when you first got that computer, bro. I got this computer in like 2017. So I have not updated it. And he was like, yo, I can't even help you because your computer is running on such an old, I don't know, whatever it is. He was like, you're on
operating
Sierra.
system.
You needed Sierra Pro and then Mojave and then Catalina and then Jimmy Jam. I was like, damn.
I don't know if any of those are the names, but we're gonna run with it.
And then after that, after he didn't help me, I mean, he did help me. I can't say that, but after that, after I was no help for myself, then basically I was like, damn, I don't even want to know what I don't even know what the desktop is hitting for. Desktop is. So I had to make an appointment to go in there and have them tear apart my computers and my bank account, I guess. What's up, man?
Hey, real fast, let me get some dudes out of the way. First off, major salute to Bam today for coming on the show. Shout out to you. It was a great show. Shout outs to James. Just dropped another song today. It's fire. Yo, for all your vaping essentials, go to Nazareth Pike, 822 Lehigh Vape. Tell them TJ sent you. They'll take care of you. My good people over there with all the vaping essential needs, from hardware to juices. For all your CBD needs, go to Mom and Pop CBD shop at 312 Town Center Boulevard. For all your rubs, flour, and all your CBD needs, man. That's where I go. Go there and holler at them, man. Tell them I sent you. But now, dude, what up, man? Do we need to introduce you as the hardest working man in showbiz and the ultimate fighter with tech support?
I'm so kind to the tech support people though, because I just let them know. So I let the first thing I let them know when they say, hey, can I help you with your name? I say, listen, I don't know much about any of this stuff. So just know going into this conversation that I'm super lost. So if you ask me any questions that a techie person would know,
you're not going to get anything from me. I have nothing to give you.
Nothing.
Oh, and shout outs to Eli G at Famous Tattoo Works on Northampton Street in Easton. I'll be going back for another round Friday night. That's my brother, man. I swear to God, I love him like my mother's son. He be killing it.
Nice. Gotta check out his work.
I mean, I got a couple
artists, man. I've been looking for like.
I got a couple pieces.
Boy,
you did my hand.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, but I'm a bit scared.
Yeah, Jackie got her back done. She sat like a whole damn champ. Not me.
You know, they say that they say women are better in the tattoo chair.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I cry like a little bitch.
Yeah, bro. Those days of like sitting for hours are way gone. Like I want something that's like the size of like a $50 better. that's about it.
For sure.
In and out,
Yeah.
man.
I think I'm gonna have to get my Wu-Tang Clan tattoo.
Oh,
I need the
nice.
W. I need the W.
I respect it.
Thank you, sir.
I respect it. I have I have two. Let me think. I have two musical. I have a Bad Brains lightning bolt,
Mm-hmm.
and I have the Grateful Dead lightning bolt.
That's fire.
the only. I'm trying to think if I have anything else that has to do with music. Oh, I have a Shot Blockers tattoo. I have a Shot Blockers tattoo on my chest.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I have a Shot Blockers tattoo on my chest. That's about it, though. Wu-Tang, though. Wu-Tang is there, like that. You know, you can't front. You know what I'm saying? Tattoo is, makes a lot of sense.
We were like 13 years old, and there was like 12, 13 of us that called themselves the Junior Wu.
Mm.
Mm.
Hard.
A lot of mischief happened in the Junior Wu
Junior
days.
Wu. Well, you
Yeah.
guys had a rapper named Biggie Pac from your area, didn't you? I think he was pretty nice too, but it wasn't his name like Biggie Pac.
His name was Biggie Pac. I don't know if he was nice or not. And I'm sure I'm gonna catch slander.
No, I thought he was. I don't know. So I'm not like no way. I'm not shitting on dude, but I'm just saying like Junior Wu and
Yeah, I'm not familiar whether or not he was nice at that level, but
I thought it was ball. I thought that was like you got to be nice with that name,
right? It's like
so
wearing a 23 jersey.
Yeah, I hope he was crushing it.
I mean, listen, that'd be so dope if he covered like Ambitions of a Rider and all the classics and killed them all.
Like he was just straight up a cover group. Like he was just a tribute artist. That's hard.
Oh, they're gonna love
him. Like, yo, why is there no tribute hip hop acts like that I know of at least? You know what I'm saying? Like think
there
about
is.
it. Oh, is there?
Drake.
How dare you?
Nah, I think there would be so much biting slander that would come from that.
I remember back in the day.
Cap C is in the building. The Chameleon Drake.
Yo, Cap knows this. Back in the day, me and A1 were trying to set up a show. We did set up the show, and it didn't go as great as planned. But every group that we booked on, every artist that was booked on the show had to basically pick a different artist, and it was like a cover night, like like karaoke basically. So like there was a group that did like Junior Mafia, and they did like Biggie and Junior Mafia. Me and A1 were supposed to do I think we were doing like House of Pain or Cypress Hill, one of the two. I think A1 didn't show up, you son of a bitch. I think I was up there doing fucking Jump Around by myself. Fucking boom, lock, booming all by myself. And I forget who else. There was a couple other groups, but I thought that was a dope concept back then. I was like, yo, this shit is gonna be hard, bro. Like, somebody just coming up and doing, but
a giant talent show.
Yeah, kind of. People weren't really. They weren't, you win and lose some. So you win some, you lose some, bud.
Basically.
Yeah.
Cap C told me to ask you about the Garbage Pail Kids. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, Garbage Pail Kids was the first group I was in with A1. Cap C and A1. So this is great. This is great. I love the Cap's on here. So so I met Cap C and A1 in these kids' studio. There was these kids called the Shrine.
Okay.
This group was doing I guess probably Cap and me might not have been, Maybe we were, but I think everybody was pretty much underage. I don't think anybody was 21 yet.
Okay.
Maybe me and Kat might have been. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, who gives a fuck? But there's this group called the Shrine, and they would rent out these halls up in like Percy, Lansdale, and it would be underage shows. And let me tell you something, bro. Like it was an underage spot called Lansdale, and I bullshit you not. Every event, 350 kids, like packed, bro, packed. You know, it was like I think the place could hold for something, and it was like packed almost every time, right? So like there wasn't much give, and these kids Shrine were the ones putting it on, and they at the time Cap and A1 were in a group called Stick Figures, and then I was a solo artist, but I was just coming out of like a group, like not a group, like a band. I was coming out of a band called Kind Groove with my boy Caveman, and um anyway, any fucking way, like right before the show, they were like, "Yo, come up to meet these guys, Stick Figures, up at our studio."
Mm-hmm.
And and I went up there and met those guys, and we just like kind of like freestyled all night, um and had a really good time. And those guys were from those guys were from Allentown. And at the time I hadn't lived in Allentown, but my mom had moved out to Allentown. So my mom came up on a house in Allentown. That's how this whole small world came together. And I was talking to them about Allentown, and A1 had a very little daughter at the time. I had a little son, so it was like he's the first person that I ever met that had another kid. You know what I'm saying? Like on some like young, like we were young. I don't think that I was 21. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Cap will probably know better. But that's how I met them. And then they invited me up to A1's house up in fucking Makunji. A1 and they was talking about like signing me type of shit, like but yo, not for nothing. Not for nothing. I'm gonna say I drove away thinking like these guys are full of shit, and fuck that noise. But not for nothing. These dudes actually pulled through and brought me to this fucking really nice studio. And these guys were not no bullshit. Like it ended up Cap C and A1 were like super legit. And I thought that they were full of shit. And I ended up being like, they were like, come to the studio. And I think I fronted on them the first time. And then they were like, come to the studio again. And I drove down to Allentown. And it was the nicest studio I had ever been to.
Mm.
And these dudes super helped me. Like, I'd say all the time, like I didn't know how to write a song before I met A1. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, A1 apparently
yeah,
A1's one of the gatekeepers
no,
around
he
this
really
bitch.
is, man. He really is. Cap will say because Cap was like this, like to me, like Cap was like the super, like he was like the leader of the group. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like to me, like he had the charisma on stage. Cap could freestyle for 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And just like, he was like kind of the what do you say, like the nucleus. But A1 low key, bro. A1 was like on the beats, like, and then and he used to tell me like, yo, you have to chill, like your lyrics are crazy, but you're writing like 100-bar verses, like you don't know how to structure a song. You know what I mean? You don't know what you're doing, buddy. And I at first I took it as disrespect. You know what I mean? I was just I was an asshole. I was a real asshole when I was young.
You don't say.
Cap will definitely tell you that too, if he's being truthful. But yeah, they legit like helped me out, man, and like brought me out and like brought me to the studio. Worked at his house. Like we started going to his house, the A1's house, and they legit ended up like helping me put out my first actual cassette tape. Absolute lunacy. So that's how Ad Lib was. Even A1 is the one that kind of really solidified the name Ad Lib anyway, to be honest. Because I kept changing. I would be in the booth at the studio that I guess they were probably paying time for that I didn't comprehend. But I would do a take. Now I'd do another take with like completely changing, the bars or like You know, like I just had lines in my head, and I would just boop
Right.
boop 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 boop, and sometimes it would go this way, sometimes it would go like whatever, and they'd be like, "Stop ad libbing," and it was just like kind of stuck.
I love it. I love old school gem stories. Cap C said A1 is underrated as fuck. It took me and Cap C 3 shows to get A1 to come out of his cave to say he's going to be on episode 4 with me and Cap C.
Ah, A's gold, man. A is gold.
Super gold.
He is. Yeah, he really is, man.
Cap said,
Very,
yup, he was
very
tough in the
underrated.
booth.
Yeah, very underrated too. Like on some real shit, like legit battle shit.
Mm-hmm.
If A1 would have taken that seriously on that side of things, come on, man.
Right.
You know who took the wind out of A1 sales? And you could say, ask him this. What took A1 out of his sales was Eminem dropped. And Eminem dropped that when he first came out, he was on his fuck his baby's mom shit. You know? And like chop right to that. And A had like a joint that was like his joint. It wasn't nearly like chop her up or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he was cordial with his mom. But like he had a joint that was kind of like for the single dads, and like and A was really like kind of crazy with it, like as far as like his patterns and like the stuff that he was talking about was funny. He was always really funny, really, really witty, and really knew how to put words together. And I think that when that shit when that dude blew up the way he blew up and became the biggest thing in the world, it was like, damn.
So I can be clear when I say Eminem is the reason A1
should have made one album instead of 20. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's tough to like, because
A1's one and only record came out on December 31st of 1999.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when we talk about gatekeepers, there's a couple of y'all. When I was making music, I would send, like, as soon as I'm done with optics, and he would email me rough drafts, I would send everything over to A1, like, what can I do better? How can I do this differently? What am I missing? You know what I mean? And A1 has a phenomenal ear for what we do. You know what I mean? Most definitely.
Man, he's the man.
So
I'm sure he's still the man. Like in his basement, I'm sure he's still crushing it. I know he is. I just talked to him last week, and he played me. Like he'll send me clips, like at like 3:00 in the morning, of him just deciding that he wants to get on the keys. I mean, he can come out. He could come out right now, and
the last time I talked to A, he played me like 15 different samples of beats he either has in the stash or was working on, and this is like a year ago, and they were all fire. Every last one of them was fucking fire, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a Rebel hippie hat you're wearing?
Oh yeah. Oh, look at this face go. Nice, man.
How can I get one of them though? That shit's fire.
Rebelhippies.com.
No. How about that?
Rebelhippies.com, man. Rebelhippies.com and get the discount code and all that good stuff. You know what I mean?
Sure.
No, you know what my wife hates the most about, like, so my wife, it like pretty much the Rebel Hippies would fall apart and all the shit would fall apart without her. But
oh, for sure. I'll get more into that in a minute.
Yeah, she's always like, yo, just tell people about the website, man. Because every time somebody like, yo, I like that shirt, I'm like, oh yeah, here, man. Like, and even if they give me the brand, like, even if it's like supporting, like, I'm not even saying that. Like, Pat's Cats be like, yo, no, I'm supporting. And I'm just like, yeah, pam. Come home all hype, like, yo, babe, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just fucking. But she's like, yo, now you gotta go into the website. Now you gotta take him out of the inventory. Now you gotta do that. She's like, yo, just tell them to go to the website. You know what I mean? Unless it's some shit like you're not gonna see. You know what I mean? But if it's the homie, yo, go to the website, homie. Like, and then if you don't want me to send it to you, I'll drive it over to your house. You know what I'm saying?
Even better.
And catch the friends and family. You know?
I'll tell you what. Yeah, Spittin' with Spitter would have fell apart week 1 if it wasn't for Jackie.
Yeah, well, yeah. Happy
She's
birthday.
definitely the Wizard of Oz of this shit.
Well, that's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. I had the chance to speak to her and speak to you about the logistics of how things work, and I can tell you that is for sure.
Yo. So what are you up to these days with this whole COVID shit? Are you patiently waiting for the masks to come off so you can tear down the world again?
Man, that's a good question. No, I'm not. I'm really not. Things are gonna happen when they're gonna happen, man. I, you know, I'll tell you this. Like, I feel like I have some pretty good inside tracks on, like, you know, as far as like people touring, like
Right,
legit touring. And I'm not like, I'm just saying, like, as far as like levels above where I'm at or whatever the case, like people that are actually, have agents and who are booking and yada yada. And it doesn't look too good for 2021. It just really doesn't. And you're gonna see shows and you're gonna see people in, whether it's Florida or different places that are allowing shows. You're gonna see some like smaller venue places, but I don't feel like there's going to be enough promoters and venues opened that's going to warrant booking a tour.
yeah,
Like I think that getting from A to B is going to be much more difficult. Where when an independent artist books a tour, you're usually looking at trying not to go more than 300 miles, day to day.
right,
That's usually like your key hit, where you're not messing yourself up on promotion sides of things, and you're also getting able to move around the country in a timely fashion that you're not killing yourself.
right.
Um, and I don't think that that's going to happen in 2021. I just don't. I don't think it's realistic. I think there might be some festivals that pop up in the summer, but there's already festivals that postponed from, like for instance, Cali Roots postponed in May of 2020. They postponed to May of 2021, feeling safe, and they've already postponed to 2022. So,
Right.
um, a lot of those places are the ones that you can kind of. It's always a trickle down.
Yeah.
So the other thing that sucks too is that a lot of the venues that a lot of the legendary, like what we would call like punk rock or like live venues, the venues that are, whether it's 50 to 250 cap
Right.
places, those type of places, that are primarily built around live music. um Unfortunately, a lot of those aren't going to survive, man.
Yeah.
We're already closing constantly, so um that's going to be another, like, oh, I agree. That's going to be another really tough obstacle for indie artists. You know what I mean? Like the guys that are doing like the 500 cap to 1500 cap rooms, I think that they're going to be the first ones to be able to get back out to be doing their career shit. I think the people above them are going to be having a longer wait. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys that are doing 5,000, 2,500, 5,000, 10,000 rooms and auditory,
Right.
places like that. I think that they're going to have to wait a bit. And I think those other guys are going to probably get the first crack at it. You know,
Makes
it'll
sense.
probably be, it'll probably be guys that can do the like a 5,000 seat room that'll go out and do a 1,500 spot. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that's what's gonna happen, man. I don't know, but
It's
if
crazy.
I was to guess, that's what I think. I think guys like they go out twice a year, and like what I've been doing for 10 years. It's gonna be
Hmm.
a bit. It's gonna be a bit, man. Before
Good.
it's gonna be a bit. So I'm not.
Yo,
I'm not. You know.
Cap C chimes in and said we need to start a co-op and get him out of his shell talking about A1.
We get him out, bro. We ain't get him out.
Nah, Tyler said can't wait to see a show again. The brother Grillo.
What up, brother? Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's a perfect example. He's from Reading, man. I mean, Reverb is, man. I pray Reverb makes it through this, and I hope they do. You know what I mean? I don't know what their situation is right now, but I mean, they're such solid guys. I mean, think about all the shows that they bring, no matter what genre you're into. Think about all the
right.
shows that they bring to this region throughout the year, every weekend. You know, there's
Yeah.
three shows, 4 shows a week over there.
And it's
All
nothing but all big shows.
all shows. I think that spot is definitely 1,000. You know, maybe
Yeah.
more. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it sucks,
So
man.
what are you doing? What are you doing to keep yourself busy? What is the creative mind? Because I know what I did to keep myself busy with this spiel. What are you
Yeah,
doing to keep yourself busy in these fun times?
we've been writing a lot of music, recording a lot of music, and
Right.
that's just like that's it. Really, I just been making a lot of music, putting a lot of effort into Rebel Hippies, and behind the scenes, like trying to make moves in different avenues. You know what I mean? It's not really, just boring, nothing really to talk about, but just different streams, um, different things that I'm trying to get my hands into as I'm getting older. I'm trying to get, I'm trying to have multiple situations, So I was always doing the Balboa booking low key, and like quietly that really was like, you know, keeping a lot of things rocking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, like my solo music or whatever like that would never it kept food on the table, but low key, like booking other people's tours and doing tour management and that kind of shit, like that stuff that I didn't even tag on, or like stuff that I still don't talk about right now. That's what was really keeping things rocking. So now that touring is not happening, and those said artists that hollered at me for those things are not hollering, I'm trying to come up with creative ways to keep busy, and I've been doing good at it. Getting into different shit.
Brother Dave said we could get at least 150 at my crib. Let's do it.
I'm with it, man.
I'm with it too. I'll come smooth out of retirement for a 150 person festival.
Yeah, all right.
That should be fire.
I mean, there's a couple good ones, man. We did a couple this year. We did Steel Stacks. That was fucking fun. You was
That
there. It
shit was fire,
was a
bro.
great time, man. It was a
I had
great
a
time.
blast. I don't even come outside like that unless it's work or the gym. I'm not coming outside.
Yeah, I mean, I think locally we're gonna be able to make do, man. There's great places like Emmaus Theater is rocking and rolling right now. Like that they're staying within their guidelines, and they're staying within like what can happen. But if you're a local artist and like those type of places that are open and artist friendly and like support the arts, they're
Hmm.
great places, and they're key. That's what's gonna keep us, because traveling isn't gonna be a real thing. So, you need those
Nah.
places like Emmaus Theater, Steel Stacks. Once the weather breaks, I'm sure that they'll be doing things again. I think there's places locally that will be able to.
Shell's crib. Apparently, he said we need warm weather though. As soon as it gets spring, we could light a campfire and have a kumbaya fucking yacht. That should be. That should be fire. You know, the last time you and brother Oski were on, there were some questions that I had wanted to ask you just for the casual fan. You know what I mean? But y'all were on another atmosphere at the point. Where does this passion for the culture come from?
I just love music. I
Yeah,
just love music, man. I love
same
it.
man.
I love it. I love it. It's like, um, it's got me through so much. You know what I mean? Like now that I'm older and like that I can really reflect and really like kind of like open up those like kind of dark closets. You know what I'm saying? And like think of like
Right.
sometimes music was the thing that was like the escape. Music was
Absolutely.
music was, I mean, everything. No matter whether it was the happiest moments. There's songs that I remember. There's the saddest moments. There's songs. Um, you know, there's songs that I can't listen to without bawling, no matter what. Grown
Same.
ass man. As soon as it comes on, it's gonna take me to a place. Um, and there's songs that when it comes on, it's just gonna make me just no matter what mood I'm in, I can there's voices, there's tones, there's things that are just so I don't know. So that's what it is, man, for me.
I'm the
And
same
I
exact way.
yeah, I never felt like I was like overly fucking like it's interesting, man. It's like now that I'm older and I can be like really honest with myself and I can like really like, let the walls down and let the bullshit down. Dude, I was just I love the hip hop culture. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So like as a kid, like, my mom would let me go down to the Gallery Mall and she would be like, "Yo, stay inside the mall. You put me on the train. Let me go down and stay inside the mall with your friends." And as soon as we got down there, we would be outside of the doors and just walking around Center City and like going to the record stores and like just going to these places and just this feeling, sitting at Love Park and like just ciphering and like there was this love for this culture. I never felt that I was like this like crazy dope MC. Like I was funny. It's like I always felt like I was always around really dope MCs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I was always like, I think the fact that I never really took myself that serious, I
Hmm.
think is why I was able to keep company with and be around and get opportunities that I got from
Right.
some really, really dope artists, right? Because I don't think that I was ever really a threat. And let's be real, like, so especially especially as MCs, it's a competition thing, and it is no matter what the fuck anybody says, it is.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
a
I
sport.
think yeah, and I think that if I would have been any nicer, you know, I don't think I would have
Right.
really got the opportunities that I got. I think that it was like dudes didn't mind hanging around with me. You know what I'm saying? I fucking crack a joke. I won't be that serious. And if, back then, not now, back then, um, I was good to be, if something got a little bit wild, I was good to get wild, and not even on some like I'm just saying whatever the case, whether it's drinking a bottle, whether it's going and doing some like stupid nut shit, um, whatever it is. And I was always just down with that. Give me 1 second. What? Get back in bed. Go ask mommy. That's
I
that's how
love it.
that's the real life right there.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
Go ahead, Bubba. Go ahead. I'll be on in a little bit. Go ahead. I love you. That's real
And
life.
and
But
that's what we do now at 40 years old, and not to put your age out there, but I know how
yeah,
old I am. You know what I
yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah. Yeah,
And,
life is life, man. I wear that shit like a badge of honor. There was a time when I was like worried about my age, right? Like
right.
because of what I was just talking about, that competition and that like that hip hop MC, the hungriest dude, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it being a young man's sport, you know what I'm saying? It just being a hungry thing.
Hip
Um,
hop is the only genre where age is brought into play. And me and Cap was discussing this the last
it
episode,
is. Yeah,
to where like motherfuckers ridicule Jay-Z because he's 73 years old and still spitting fire, but the Rolling Stones will tour and nobody bats an eye. You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the truth. It's
Yeah,
true. It's just
but back
young.
to
I mean, it's also it's also the youngest music, right? Like the
right.
youngest like genre. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been around for uh, this crazy amount of time, right? Yeah, I mean,
Back
I will say this though. I will say this, like I made however many albums I made, and I've had some all right deals. Like I had a deal with Universal. I had a deal in LA with Faction. I had like I had situations that were dope. Like I, was able to go to the store and show my mom my CD back in the day, but none of them motherfucking times did it make any kind of impact. This last record we did was on the charts, and only because, let's be real, only because when we handed in distribution, they put it in under reggae. They felt that the singles had, because it was all live instruments, the whole record is live instruments, and because of that, they felt like, yo, we're gonna enter this in under reggae. It's all live. It has a real island feel. It has this real vibe to it. It hits the charts, and that goes to show about like the age thing, because I'm just being honest. I'm not bullshitting. Like that shit wouldn't. I mean, it hit 80 on the rap charts, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
But yo, I implore everybody, if you haven't yet, go cop that Rebel Hippies was Electric Lemonade.
Yeah, Space Camp Electric Lemonade.
Yeah, sorry, Rebel Hippie. I'm focused on that hat because I need one. Go. Yo, but you was talking about some of the dopest dudes that you were around spitting wise. Who is those? Who are those dope dudes you speak of, and do I know any of them?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shit. So I mean, I came up in the class with Reef.
Monster.
I mean, he's incredible. Slain.
Side note, that you said Slain. I had spoke to Slain the other day about being on the show, and he's all for it. And I appreciate that plug. On what was that? The Bad Intentions video with Slain that was in? Oh no, I hate your guts. Hate your guts.
Gonna get disconnected.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
we were so prepared. So prepared.
So I was on it. Yes, Lane, UG, Mad Child, man, so many.
All beasts.
Yeah, all beasts. And then low key, like Cambada, J.O. the Last Man. So many dope artists.
Shout out to J.O. I love my brother J.O., man.
Yeah, from the very beginning too. I mean, going back to like A1, King Magnetic, Jinx, the rhyme sayer, like going back to those roots, even before touring. You know what I mean? I was always around like dope MCs. You know what I'm saying? It was all incredible. I mean, you're talking about Jinx from, I think he's from Reading, right? Jinx the rhyme sayer. You know what I'm talking about? Jinx. I mean, bro, come on. If that man, if he would have got on, and like, yo, sis, man, he was incredible. He was incredible. And probably, and I don't want to say he is incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
I'm sure that whatever he's doing right now is incredible. I mean, the guy could write a song. The guy could take you to a place of beautiful stuff.
Most definitely. Lib, I'm not gonna keep you all night.
Because I'm testing out my thing right here. I'm happy as shit. I fucking God.
You was fighting with the tech people all day.
I was fighting with the tech people, but it seems like it's working right now. So
far so good. Clear signal. Everything's maneuvering accordingly.
You might see me pop back up on here in 10 minutes.
Oh shit.
You might. I don't know. Testing the waters right now. We'll see what's going on.
Yo, my brother is messaging me right now, giving me Royal Rumble updates.
Oh, the Royal Rumbles tonight?
Yeah.
That's dope.
For sure. Dave Shell just said, I have a J.O. in the player right now. I think that was probably like the Mushroom Chronicles, if I'm not mistaken.
A great album. Mushroom Chronicles is a great album, man.
Great album.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I appreciate you, TJ. You're the man.
Oh, man, listen, I'm just happy to be here, bro.
Yeah.
Let me give you your flowers, because back when nobody even knew who I was, you said I got a spot where you can perform and you can open up for us
Oh, nah.
at this spot called Pachangas. I'll give you 4 minutes.
Pachanga. I loved it.
I'll give you 4 minutes. Give me your best song. And shortly thereafter, I was a part of this beautiful little family, this beautiful little thing of ours.
Beautiful. Yo, how about Pachanga?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Crazy.
God bless Colombian Will. You know, his son Jabez, Bez Music. Man. That's the one, man. Like you want to hear about Lehigh Valley? That's the guy, man. That's the kid. That's the next one out. I'm telling you. Yeah, and I think he's gonna take it farther than anybody who's ever. I don't think anybody is gonna touch what that kid's gonna do.
I love man.
That's my prediction. That's my prediction. I believe that he is gonna be. He's gonna go down as like the one.
Yeah,
like,
that's fire, bro.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, that kid is. Man, I mean, Colombian Will's your dad. You know what I'm saying? Will's your dad, bro. So like, what's good? Like, I remember being at Pachanga, bro, when that kid was like a toddler running around, and that kid has been DJing. Like, I'm not saying just DJing and understanding how to work the DJing in a club. You know what I'm saying? And since he was, you know, like he came up in this shit, and
yeah, for sure.
And listening to the right, you know, like spitters, you know what I'm saying? Listen to the rawest, and he's young, and he's in tune with what he's supposed to be in tune with as his generation. He's making fire, but he also has this piece of him that is just like, so what he's saying is, he's crushing. He's great kid, man. I'm very excited for this.
I believe he DJ'd your one Hip Hop for Tots when Ren Thomas came out.
Probably. No. That was his little brother. That's his little brother.
Oh, damn.
That's his little brother, and that young man is probably 10, 11.
And he was spinning some shit.
He was crushing it by himself. No, put this on. Nah. Okay,
and that's that. Shout out to Colombian Will, my brother, man. That's that Colombian Will.
Yo, man, his whole family, man. Like, his whole family is just talented. It's just a talented family, man. Great people. You gotta have him on here sometime.
For sure. Dave Shell said, I'm old. I need physical copies. Need yours, TJ. I think I got 3 or 4 left, Dave. I'll get them to you. You know where I live. Shout outs to Dave. Yo, first, let me cut this off real quick, right? I had a little incident the other day where my downstairs bathroom was flooded. And Dave came through with the shop vac in the clutch.
You clogged that thing up?
Nah, yo.
You clogged that thing up, TJ? Come on. You clogged that thing up?
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't even me. I walked down into it.
Damn, who you putting on blast? You walking?
It could have been. It could have been. I'm not saying it's not.
He ran it back. He thought about it. He said it wasn't me, and then he thought about it like,
nah, could have been.
Could have been.
But peep game. The chain in the back of the toilet got hooked, and so the toilet just kept running. So here I am, knee deep in water. Like, ain't this about a bitch?
Unbelievable.
It's wild. It's wild.
Unbelievable.
Fatherhood, family shit. You know what I mean?
That's what. And like, fatherhood got us like doing. I'm on my laundry room doing podcasts. That's fatherhood right there.
Facts.
Coming out the bedroom. I love it.
I'm currently breaking up a wild fight between. I have 100-pound lap dog and a 2-pound terrorist kitty cat
Unbelievable.
that is ready for that. He want my kitty cat. His name Milo. He want all the smoke.
So let me ask you something with this thing. How many people can you have come on here at one time?
I think up to like 8 or 10.
Really? And it would be
Yeah.
all live. So if Cap C could come on here right now if he wanted to.
Yeah, for sure.
Like anybody. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. All you gotta do is send them a link, either post show or pre-show or while the show's going on.
Even while the show's going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible. I don't know. It's just gonna fall anyway. Doesn't matter, man.
And just rock, man. That's what
we rock with it.
That's why on the next one with me and KFC, we should have you and A1 on with us, and that would be fucking gold.
You don't want that at all.
Yes,
Cap doesn't want that. No, Cap doesn't want that. Trust me. Cap doesn't want that. You don't want that. I don't want that. A1 won't want that. We won't get off, bro. First of all, however long this thing goes, it'll turn off. And the other thing will be I just don't know. A1's gonna tell stories about how I shit in his passenger seat of his car. He's gonna start bringing up all kinds of crazy. And then since I have no shame, I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna fucking tell the story about how I, crazy things like this, crazy things.
Yo, I'm
anytime,
going.
Anytime, though, I love you, man. You know that.
Absolutely. I always like while I'm having the show, I think of like clips that I want to cut out and use as promos, right? That was definitely just the one.
There it was.
Yeah, where you're sitting in A1's passenger
Arms. Listen, when you get off here, ask Arms. Just text Arms and be like, "Yo, man, tell me a story about when this guy took a fucking." Listen, life happens fast, man. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, then whatever the fuck Ferris Bueller said, brother.
Yeah, whatever Ferris Bueller said. Listen, before we get out of here, because I got another show after yours.
Oh, you just on a roll.
Nah, it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. So what it is I'm doing all of February and mostly March of addiction and mental health. Everybody that I have on is either going to be in the field or experience that life one way or another. And so I'm trying to like pluck in where I can all the guests that I had otherwise.
Gotcha.
So I got this kid, his name's Big Bad Matt, coming on at 11. And he is like a viral Instagram, TikTok basketball player, but he's my size.
Oh, I heard about that kid.
And when his first clip went viral, people started messaging me like, "Is this you?" Because we got the same hair, we look alike. I just have more tattoos.
Yeah.
And so that led me to talking shit like, "Come on, bring your ass up here so I could put it on you." Pause.
Wow. Look at there. Where's he from?
So he's in New York.
Is he gonna drive down here and wash you or what?
Let's be clear.
Woo! Here we go.
Let's be clear. Woo! I'm going to smoke that young man's boots and put this man on him. Pause.
Oh, I love this, man. This is what I'm talking about.
I'm going to J the shit out of him. He's gonna go home upset and hurt.
Unbelievable.
No, for real. For real. I'm gonna have people in attendance just to talk shit to him like they Spike Lee and I'm the Knicks.
Is he gonna bring a team?
I hope so. I hope so. I got the Monstars ready.
Wow. Love it. What are you gonna let me ask you this before I go? Now before I go, I gotta ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What sneakers are you gonna wear when you play this man in basketball? I dare you to wear some Chucks.
Oh no. My feet ain't handling Chucks.
I dare you to wear some Chucks out there.
I got some 11s or some Black Cats around here, some 4s.
Okay, that's what you're gonna go with?
That I'm gonna kill them.
Like that? You're not gonna aren't they heavy? Isn't that like uncomfortable and heavy?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
4s? You
or I got some Kyrie's over here too that I wash them in. Light.
I don't even know what that is. So that sounds like that's more the shoe that you're supposed to wear.
It's
I know what
a
a
light.
four
It's
is.
a
I know
light
what a
guard
four is.
shoe.
And them shits, they look beautiful, man. But I can't see like running and playing basketball on them. Even though it's basketball.
That's your first mistake. You think I'm going to be running?
Oh, you're gonna walk him down?
Walk him down and kill him every possession.
Oh man,
every possession. It's going to be disrespectful.
Yo, the way I'm looking into your eyes right now, I believe you. I'm forced to believe you.
Yeah.
I've been put into a corner, and the only way out is to believe you, and I believe you.
I'm not gonna listen. I don't write checks with my mouth. My ass can't cash.
So you watch that. So now let me ask you this. I have another question for you. I have another question for you before we jump out of here. Don't you feel like he is at a bit of a disadvantage because you watch tape on him? He hasn't been able to watch tape on you. Know his moves. Have you studied tape?
I do study tape.
Oh, see now. Listen, okay.
It's almost like me watching me play. So I know what he's gonna do. I just got a much better jump shot.
Got you. Now, does he have an opportunity to watch tape on you?
No, none of this Instagram shit was around when I was playing hoops.
Got you. So he's younger.
Yeah. He's 23.
Oh, so he's got like a little more pep in his step.
I don't know, buddy. I don't know.
I mean, listen, you're looking great. Thanks, I told you that privately. You're an inspiration. But 23.
Listen, I'm lighter than him. I'm more handsome. We're the same height. I'm in the best shape of my life.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm gonna bring him on just to talk shit tonight.
That's it.
Strictly to talk shit. We're gonna talk about like our little weight loss journeys because he's trying to lose weight too, and we're gonna go in.
And that's it.
That's it, man.
I love it. I'm gonna have to tune in.
That's
Big Bad Mac.
Yes.
Big Bad Mac, and you're the Whopper.
Relax.
I'm just saying.
Relax.
The Whopper, where's that come from? The King.
True.
I'm just saying. Think about it. You want to be more of a Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A? Over Big Mac?
Dave said you're gonna make me stay up past my bedtime. 11 is past my bedtime. Hey, listen, we out here in the blizzard. I'm just trying to provide some content. So yeah, you're gonna have to stay up past your bedtime.
That's it. I'm gonna tune in, man. I'm gonna definitely check it out.
Lib, my brother, I love you to the utmost. Much respect. Thank you for everything musically. Thank you for everything you've done for me.
No problem, man. Let me see if this works. Let me just see if this works for a second. Let me see. It doesn't, right? Hold on. Did that just still work? Did it work?
Game changer. Game changer.
How about this one?
Yes.
That was a good time. All right, bud.
So what we did tonight, Lib wanted to test out his little Rodecaster to see if it had all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, I wanted to test all this shit out and see if it works because I'm not very good, man.
Yo, Cap C said Rodecaster. I gotta get in on this Rodecaster, man. I gotta stop doing this fly by night shit.
Hey, Cap, watch this one, Cap. Watch this, Cap. Yo, TJ, you don't have a Rodecaster?
No. Yo. All right. We got one last question from Dave. Who are your top 5 artists?
Of any genre, or are we talking
any
MC?
genre? Just top 5.
Ooh. Maybe, geez. If we're going my personal favorite or who I think is the thing.
No, your personal favorite.
My personal favorite. Okay. my personal top 5, and this can change year to year,
Mhm.
but for like if I was to accumulate of all time, the guys who have held those spots the most,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say top 5. I'm gonna say Bob Marley. I'm gonna say John Lennon, and I'm gonna say John Lennon and not the Beatles because um there's only a few things that I listen to that from like the Wings or like Paul McCartney's solo shit. There's
Mhm.
a couple. There's some stuff I love from George as well, but
Mhm.
I listen to and I've purchased all John Lennon stuff. I love John Lennon, so I would say John Lennon, Bob Dylan. So I got 2 Bobs, and
2 Bobs and a John.
I got 2 left. I'm gonna say Redman,
Mm.
and I'm gonna say, huh. Not as much in the early part of my life, man, but for the last decade plus, man, I'm gonna say Grateful Dead as well. So I'm gonna say that, and I would say like Bob Dylan and Jimi Hendrix can go in and out,
Right.
and like there's a couple other people that would pop in and out of there in those slots. But I think Lennon and Marley are definitely always in there, and
Mhm.
yeah, those 2 guys are definitely always in there. They're probably my very favorite artists. Willie Nelson gets in there too. Willie Nelson's amazing. I love Neil Young. I really love Neil Young. I love Wu-Tang Clan. Um I love I was always a big Mobb Deep fan.
Mm.
Uh always a big Mobb Deep fan, man. I loved Prodigy, bro. Fucking crush it.
Monster.
Yeah, man. So dope. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Drake.
And on that note, kids, we are out of here. Doobie, my brother for life. Space Camp.
Peace, man.
Peace, my brother.
One.
Stay blessed.